If you are earning 2,005 and you are making a budget of 3,005, there's already a problem. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, The Bulletproof Life. It's Ronke Odewumi and I'm delighted to have you here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some simple tricks and hacks to help you to stop living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck and it's just hard. You want to save, you want to invest, but it's been extremely difficult because you're just living paycheck to paycheck. You can't wait for payday. When it's payday weekend, you're fantastic. By the second week of the month, you're humble and you're just waiting for the next paycheck. It's time for you to stop doing that. And I'm here to share tips and tricks and hacks to help you to stop living paycheck to paycheck. But before we do that, can you please take a minute to press the like button for me so that YouTube can share this video with other people like you? If you haven't subscribed, please do it by pressing the red button on your right. We are over 1,600 of us in this community now and we are growing on a daily. Subscribe and be a part of us. Don't forget to press the bell so you can get notifications every time I share a new video. So let's go right into these tips and tricks and hacks that have helped me to stop living paycheck to paycheck and are going to help you to also stop living paycheck to paycheck. The first hack is for you to budget every month. A few days before you receive your pay, you budget that pay. You make a plan for how you are going to spend it. You decide what you are going to spend money on that month. When that money arrives, what will it go to? Having a budget helps you prioritize. Don't say you are in a hurry. Don't say you don't have time. Sit down, take 5 minutes at the end of a particular day, on the 27th, the 28th, or the 26th, just before they pay you, and make a budget for your money. Write down all the priorities, your rent, your bills, your transport. How much do you want to spend on food? Write out your budget. It will give you an idea of how much you have to spend on different things. It will even help you know if you are not earning enough, if you are truly not earning enough and you need to find a way to earn more. You need to budget monthly. The second thing you need to do is to check your budget before you make large expenses. Don't be one of those people who just agrees to make expenses without checking your budget. If it's something that's not in your budget, you will know, because you made a budget at the beginning of the month or at the end of last month before your pay came in. So when you have a large expense to make, you need to ask yourself, one, is it in my budget? And you will know if it's not, because it's a large expense. And two, if it's not in my budget, can I make allowances for it? Three, is it urgent? Can I push it into next month's budget? You know, you need to run your life as if you are running a company. Run it the way you want to run a successful company. If you were a company, how would you run it? Would you just simply buy things or invest in things in your company without thinking about if it benefits your company, if your company needs it? You won't do that. So you need to check your budget before you make that large expense. The third thing you need to do is to track your expenses, especially the small ones. Big expenses, we know them. We do them on the regular. Things like your rent, it's a big expense. You do it, you see it coming, you have plans for it. But you see those small expenses, the £10, the $10, the $20, oh, I just want to buy that thing, it's 500 naira. I'm just going to buy it very quickly, it's 200 naira. Those are the things that steal your money. Let me tell you a story. Many years back, I told myself that I was good with money. I'm very good with money. I don't waste money, but I was living paycheck to paycheck. What is happening? I normally do a budget monthly, but I was still living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't understand it. Then one day I decided to track my expenses to the minutest detail. Normally I track my expenses, I track the big expenses. And you know, if I buy a bottle of water or I buy chocolate, I don't track it because come on, it's just £2, it's just 60p, it's just £5, it's just £20. But then I decided to track those small expenses. I sat down one day and I tracked my small expenses over a period of a month. When I wrote down all my small expenses and I tallied it up, I burst into tears because it was huge. It was almost as much as my rent. I was literally spending money that was almost as much as my rent on tiny things, on water, on chocolates, on biscuits, on £10 here, on £10 there. I was spending that money and I wasn't tracking it. And that was why I was living paycheck to paycheck. If you don't take anything away from this video, take away the fact that you need to track your expenses, especially the small expenses. They are the real money stealers. I've said this particular point a lot of times, and it's simply for you to save before you spend. Don't wait till after you have spent your money to save. No, when your money is coming in, when you are making that budget before your monthly income comes in, that is when you save. If you are somebody who doesn't get monthly income, you get weekly income, you can still have savings. You can still save before it comes in. And if you are somebody who doesn't have weekly or monthly income, your income just comes in randomly, then you need to do the next thing I'm about to talk about, which is to have a saving goal and to work towards it. You throw everything at your saving goals. Have saving goals. If you're not saving towards something, there is no motivation to save. If there's nothing you are actually seeking, there's no reason for you to deprive yourself. So you must always have a saving goal at all times. Have something you are saving for. If you are not saving to buy property, you are saving to invest. If you are not saving to invest, save up for an emergency fund. If you are not saving up for an emergency fund, save up to improve yourself. Save up for an education. Save up for a course. Save up for something that will help you grow wealth. Save up so that you can throw the money at investing. Have savings goals. In a number of videos on this channel, I've talked about my budget and saving book, which is something I always suggest to people to get. If you don't want to use Ronke's budget and saving book, get one. Get a budget and saving book or an app. There are various apps that you can use to budget. I will share my favorite ones in the description section so that you can go there and click on it and download them. These apps will help you with the budgeting I talked about earlier. They will help you with tracking your expenses. They will help you to keep an eye on where your money is going so that you as a person can be in the driver's seat of your spending. So try and use a budget and saving app or workbook. Those things will help you to stay on top of your budget, track your expenses, and to save. The other thing you need to do to help you to stop living from paycheck to paycheck is to get your debt under control. A lot of people who are living paycheck to paycheck are also spending quite a bit on debt repayment. You are repaying debts. So once you have paid off those debts every month, or once you have made payments towards your debt every month, your money is meaningless. The debt has taken a lot of your money, and it's like a vicious cycle because you're probably paying the minimum, or you are in a debt that has a high interest rate. So you need to get your debt under control. If you are somebody who has high interest debt, you need to start thinking about how you are going to consolidate them, how you are going to reduce your debt, how you are going to negotiate with your lender to reach an agreement that allows you to actually pay off debt. Because if you don't talk to your lender about your debt, about the fact that you are struggling with debt, they're just going to keep charging you for it and keep making you pay for it and keep going around in this vicious cycle with you. So what you need to do is to sit down with your lender and let them understand that you're struggling with this debt. It doesn't seem to be disappearing. You're not paying it off, and you want to reach an arrangement that will help you pay it off faster. There are some lenders that will tell you that if you make a bulk payment, they will write off a big portion of your debt. There are some lenders that will tell you if you make this certain amount every month, we will reduce your interest rates. There are some lenders that will tell you, okay, what if you pay this amount every month, so that you can reduce your debt. So you need to sit down and find a way to bring your debt under control. I've done videos about how to get your debt under control. I've talked about debt repayment strategies like snowballing and snow lunging, which is my favorite, and avalanche. These are debt repayment strategies that you can use to pay off debt, and you can watch the debt repayment strategy video right after this one if you are somebody who needs to get your debt under control. The other thing you need to do to help you to stop living paycheck to paycheck is to have emergency funds. If you don't have emergency funds, every time you have an emergency, you're going to go into debt, or you're going to use up your funds, you're going to use up your savings, and then you're back to square one. But if you have emergency funds, which is a set of funds that you've put aside for emergencies, an emergency comes up, you need to travel urgently, you need to do something urgently, you can hear that crack sound in your car, you need to go to the car mechanic, you need to pay for that, somebody has health issues, you need to support them, you need to go see your mom. There are so many things that can happen that can cause you to need money urgently, and that is why you need an emergency fund, because an emergency fund will keep you from falling into debt, which will then impact how you live on your paycheck. Because if you don't have emergency funds and you need to take debt to do your emergency or to resolve your emergency, after the emergency is resolved, you are going to then be paying off that debt, which is going to destroy your whole paycheck, your whole budget, because every month half of your pay has gone to debt, or 25% of your pay has gone to debt repayment, and then you have to find a way to scramble around and live on the rest, and then you are back to living paycheck to paycheck. And that's why it's very important that you have emergency funds. The other thing you need to do is to invest monthly. You need to invest monthly. No matter how little, you need to invest monthly. There are platforms available to help you invest monthly. They make it easy. They are online. There are apps. There are so many ways you can invest monthly. You don't even have to invest in your local economy alone. A lot of these apps make it possible for you to invest globally. They make it possible for you to invest in equities across the world. You can buy funds. You can buy S&P 500. You can buy funds across the world that are invested in various companies. You can invest in bonds, in ETFs. You can invest in stocks and shares. You can buy mutual funds. All of these things are available, and they are there at your fingertip because we have the internet and we have all of this knowledge now available to us. So you need to invest every month, no matter how little. Put something away for your future. Most importantly, live within your means. So I've talked about making a budget. I've talked about saving before you spend, but it's important that you are living within your means. It's important that that budget that you made is a realistic one. If you are earning 2,005 and you are making a budget of 3,005, there's already a problem. You are already planning to live above your means, and it can't work. It won't work. So you need to live within your means. Your budget, if you are on an income of 2,500, should be for 2,500. That means it includes your savings and investments. That's a zero-based budget. Also, you can have a budget of £2,000 if you're somebody who earns 2,500 and you want to leave 500 to sit in your account or to go into your savings or emergency fund or your investments. The most important thing is that you need to live within your means. You can't budget to spend money that you don't have. I've said it before in other videos. Don't live on overdraft. Avoid using your overdraft. It's an expensive way to borrow. If you must absolutely borrow, sit down, decide what you need that money for, and go to your bank for a loan. You can even get a zero interest credit card. But please avoid your overdraft. Overdraft charges, especially in the UK, are on a daily. They charge you daily. And it looks like a small amount when you are paying £2, £3 every day. But when you tally it up, £3 over 30 days is £90. £2 over 30 days is £60. I know some people will be paying £4 because their overdraft is minus £3,000. So you have £4 per day. Over 30 days is £120. That is way too much interest on a loan of £3,000 or £4,000. And that's why I always say avoid your overdraft. I hope these tips and tricks I have shared now will help you to rise above the paycheck to paycheck cycle and start, ignoring your payday because not your business. It's already budgeted for. Everything is planned. You don't have to worry about your payday. You are not, living on the last pound just before payday, waiting for that paycheck to come in so that you can start the cycle again. If you have enjoyed this video, which I hope you have, please press the like button so that YouTube can share this video with other people like you. If you haven't subscribed, please do it. Please subscribe to this video. If you like my makeup, it's because your girl has been watching a few more makeup videos, especially by somebody called Shola Media. She's fantastic. She does amazing makeup. And I've been watching her videos and practicing some of the things that she does in her videos to improve the face I'm sharing with you guys here so that your girl can come in here looking all shades of fine. And you're thinking, what's Ronke doing? It's makeup, and it's Shola that's been giving me that support. She's told me what products to buy. She's told me how to go about it. And, she's got a wonderful YouTube channel that you can benefit from, which I have personally been benefiting from. So please check Shola out if you like my makeup. Until my next video, you take care of yourself and keep living that bulletproof life. Bye-bye.